Son of a bitch. Well, that sucks. Well, hello everyone and welcome to the Coastline SMP. It has been a minute, I'll tell you that. It has been more than 8 months since I was last here, I'm pretty sure. Well, I say that in terms of the video. I have been working on the server for about a few weeks. You haven't even seen this area in an episode. So, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the last episode. I had a Coastline SMP, but I am working on creating a national park, and this is it. It's absolutely spectacular. I've been building trees, and I've been working a bit on the terrain in this area over here, more as an example. And I even have an example tree over here, the original one. This was built 8 months ago now, and its name is Bruce. And I ended up creating like this little area of how I want the terrain to eventually look like. But I've also been working over here these past few weeks, expanding the terrain and building more trees. Stupid bush. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, I've been going hard at work over on my streams at twitch.tv/Dantes_Inferno_. Kind of a long name, kind of a dumb name with too many underscores, but you know, it is what it is. So you know, if you want to check me out, I end up working on the SMP on the weekends after I do some like bed wars and mini games and stuff on Hypixel, which kind of explains the interesting intro I made. But yeah, no, I've been making these trees, and I've been even letting viewers buy their own or put their own signs on trees with channel points by using their channel points, so they're able to claim their own trees. I have one over here for one of my viewers alone. It's called the Lonely Tree, which is kind of like slumped over, going over the edge. Eventually there'll be a river here, but you know, I have a few more trees that I'm gonna be putting around. So if you guys want your own tree, stop by the streams, and you know, you guys could watch, and eventually with your channel points you could buy yourself a tree. I think it's like 1,000 channel points. But yeah, no, it's been so long, and I'm so happy to be back. I really missed this project. This was one of the projects that I really wanted to go back to, and now that I'm back at it, it's so much fun. I've made all these different trees over on a single player world, which, you know, I'll actually show off right now. So I'll meet you. Alright guys, well, this is my creative world. So this was actually pulled from an old creative server that we had for Coastline back when we started. But since then, I've just gotten a schematic off of Josh, because he had the creative world. I didn't have it. And so a lot of stuff is still kind of messed up. But right here is like our original plan for what we wanted the forest to look like. And I mean, for the most part, it looks pretty similar. There's a few things that might be slightly off. But more than anything, it is the same. We're gonna end up having like these giant logs going throughout, which are gonna be for redwood trees that have fallen over, and is gonna have the mushrooms going on the side. And with we have even the player heads, so we can even place a few of the small little mushroom player heads around. So over here I was working on a redwood tree, but I never ended up completing that, just because the server ended up shutting down and everything. And then over here I have these trees, which are the ones that you end up seeing that you've been seeing right now on the server. I have created how many now at this point? I've almost created 18. I'm two off. This one's still not complete, and this one I still need to do. But yeah, I've been working on creating variants for the trees, so that way they don't look all the same, and that way it's a bit harder to tell that they're all the same types of trees. So I have some, they have like their own variants. So this is a smaller tree. There's a smaller one over here. This one's pretty similar to like regular Minecraft spruce trees. It's a bit different at the bottom, but for the most part, the top is kind of similar-ish. These are some of my original ones. Those two are my original ones. I think this one's an original. Actually, wait, no. This one's an original one. And I have another one around here. I don't know which one. It might be that one. I don't think so, actually. No, this one's new. But I have like these split trees. I have some that are just leaning a bit. And then I have this one, which is like extra angled over. I want to create another one that's more like drooping with the leaves up at the top, but I haven't completed that. And this is kind of like how I end up coming up with my trees. I kind of I have to go from like the bottom up for the most part. Up at the top, I use about the same pattern on all of them, where it's kind of random. I try to put leaves so that way it's not showing the log, but other than that, they're all the same. And I have the giant big ones. Some that are closer to the ground with leaves, some that are higher up, and this one's tilted. This is just a tilt, or that one's just a tilted version of this one. I am planning on like releasing this pack eventually, but I have so many more trees that I need to make. This is not even this is barely anything. I want to make it like at least 1,000 trees before I release it. But that's welcome back. And now it is nighttime on the server. I've been working a bit. I've been adding lights and stuff around. But the thing that we need to work on is adding these like this hidden lighting eventually. Because these torches, even though they're functional right now, they look kind of ugly. The hidden lighting will make it feel more natural, I guess, and it's also going to be able to light up the place pretty well, so that way we don't get any creeper holes or creeper incidents of any sort. Yeah, that's probably the biggest issue with this area that we've been working on. Don't mind that, by the way. That's just Josh did some stuff. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Anyways, we're gonna be working on some terrain for today's episode. We're gonna do something just slightly on the simpler side. We're gonna end up clearing out this entire area, and we're gonna kind of flatten it out so we're gonna hill down, and we're gonna have a small creek that we have over here going through where this terrain is currently down to the river, so that way we can have it connect. So we're gonna be doing that. So here's a time lapse. Alright, so we've pretty much finished off the terrain that I am capable of doing right now. I was not able to finish doing the coarse dirt over here, or like mining out this small amount right here. Well, I mean, I could mine out that small amount, but I just don't have enough coarse dirt, which means we're gonna have to get more gravel. We have tons of dirt. Let me actually go show you. Now, if you look in here, we have okay, well, that's not showing all of it. Well, we have a lot of materials. God, where's all the dirt? Where's all the dirt there? Oh, look at all this dirt. We have a lot of dirt in here as well, and we have tons of stone and other materials. And as you can kind of see, for me opening all these chests, we don't have a very well organized thing, which means we're gonna be working on creating a storage system. that is the next task of today. Not a storage system, but just like an area to keep our stuff in. Because right now it's a mess, and it's making it even harder now that I'm getting more resources for mining out the area. We're going to end up putting a river through this area in the valley, and we're probably going to connect it up to this river over here. So we're just going to have it's going to be almost like an H. We're going to have a river over here, a river over there, and then a river going through the middle. It's going to look very, very nice, and this creek is going to connect up to the river. But yeah, we're going to need to work on a storage system, and since we're going to be changing the entire landscape, we can't exactly build a structure and expect it to be there in a few months. We're going to have to figure out something else. And my first guess is, or my first idea was pretty much, let's build inside one of these caves. And that might end up being the thing. We might build inside of this cave since it goes down. The only problem is we have a ravine here, which I still need to finish terraining, and we're going to be doing like the stained glass down here as well. But I'm not sure. We also have like a gap area underneath the ground right here. Like if I'm to punch out the ground, we have this area down here, which might be a good place because I need to get rid of this grass anyways. So we just turn this entire area underneath into a storage area, which I think is what works. So this is the area we have to work with. There is a lot of scaffolding blocks, but that's because there's the coarse dirt right above, and I end up having to break the coarse dirt to put in this regular dirt. But that's a situation we're gonna have to work around, especially because we're gonna have to have an entire layer of either sandstone or some other placer block to make sure when we put in the concrete that the concrete doesn't fall through. Yeah, like that, exactly like that. Whoops, my bad. Let's put that back. But yeah, we're gonna have to put sandstone or some other placer block. I think we're gonna use whatever blocks we have and just fill up the ceiling area. And then we're going to have like an actual regular ceiling underneath for our storage area. So I'll be back once I've cleared out just like a small portion of this. Alright, we are back. It has been about a day. I was getting kind of late when I was recording the last segment. So I ended up clearing out this area while watching the stream. And I ended up kind of creating the layout for what I want our storage system to be. So we're going to have these like chests in the middle, which are going to be used for mass storage. So stone, cobblestone, depending on what pickaxe I'm using, I guess. And then we're going to have all these other storage areas, which are with the barrels, just to save up on lag, or just so, to make sure that the area isn't as laggy. And we're just going to have signs right above them indicating what we're putting in there. But I kind of wanted just to work on it on video. And this is pretty much just the design. It's very simple. Actually, right here in the middle, I need to get rid of that. When I was making the walls at first, I only put the smooth sandstone. I forgot that I needed to put the barrels. I already had the barrels in mind beforehand, but I didn't add them because I just wanted to wait till I recorded. I'll be back once I've finished up the entire room. Alright, so I have finished up the entire room. We have barrels on all sides except for the center areas. And we also have the roof down with the stone brick. It's nothing too lavish down here, but it's enough to be able to store everything that we're going to be doing for our project. And if we need to expand, we can always break out in one of these other sides. Now, the only thing that you might notice is that I don't have a way out, and we're not going to have a way out for most of this project probably because we are underneath the ground. So I've just broken a hole right here in the edge. But we might come up with some form of secret entrance maybe in the next episode, or maybe I'll just do it off screen and I'll show it to you maybe in the video. But that's gonna do it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am so sorry it took so long to come out with this video. You know, there's school, and I also stream over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Dantes_Inferno_. And yeah, life kind of just gets in the way. I'll make sure to make an extra long episode for episode 2. And anyways. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching.